All right, are you ready?
Yeah? This episode is brought to you by Carlisle Tattoo Co. Bold, bright and everlasting. You can find us at 178 Carlisle Street, St Kilda, Melbourne, Australia. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Carlisle Studios. My name is Hal Hunter and I'm here with...
Bella Hunter.
Very well done, Bella.
Thank you. Haven't fucked up yet.
No, not yet.
There's still time.
I know. All right, let's kick it off, Bella. How's your week been?
My week's been good.
Yeah?
How's your week been?
Good. Are you going to say what you've done this week?
You want me to go?
Or do you want me to go?
I can go.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Kind of. My
Go.
week's always a bit less fun than yours though, because you like put in lots of effort, and I just what it is.
To make my weeks fun, or to
both
to recap them.
You put in way more effort in the recap, but also you put in more effort to make your weeks fun.
Well, that's not my fault.
No, I don't care.
Go for it.
So last time that we recorded, we spoke about the pottery
Which was
thing.
a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
We spoke about the little pottery class that I was doing. So I'm back doing that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning we've driven in separately.
Yep.
And I go backwards in my weeks. You know this.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I will have that on tonight where I'm painting it.
Yeah, with Courtney.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
Nice.
Yesterday I did a big butterfly on the thigh.
Yep.
Which is always a good one to do. Then I did some like floral collarbone things, but they sort of went more up onto the neck, I guess.
Yeah, lower
throat.
throat.
Yep. Then we had our weekend technically. So we had a few days off, which I didn't really do too much.
Mm-hmm.
On the Sunday I did sweet FA, but on the Monday I had to go and get some baby scans.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty crazy. It's actually really creepy and gross.
Okay.
I don't really like seeing what's inside of me.
Okay.
You didn't come to this.
No, I didn't.
So you don't, yeah.
Absentee father already.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Well, that makes me sound bad. I was at home doing the chores, Bella.
Well, technically
Wasn't
I had
I?
another appointment after it, so you would have had to have like sat in the car at the front for an hour after the other appointment,
Yeah.
an hour away from home. So
No, not happening.
we just said, yeah, whatever. So I took my mum because she's fucking the most excited person in the
Yeah.
world about this.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that and that was really weird. Cool to see a baby, but if anyone has ever seen it in like these like full 3D ultrasounds and scans, it's actually gross.
Okay.
And then I also made the dogs and I, when you went surfing one morning,
Yeah.
I made us homemade French toast.
Okay.
And that was really probably the highlight of my weekend. I was like hand feeding them that. And then back to my tattoos. I had a few
Don't look at me. I don't know
regulars come back.
what you did.
So I didn't, you know that classic eagle that we all do?
Yeah. Yep.
I did that again. I don't think I've done that in like a year,
I haven't tatted in ages, but I tatted it last
I
week as well.
know.
Yeah.
which is why I'm bringing that up. It's weird how you get designs that like pop out of nowhere, but you used to do them like what, 3 or 4 times a week.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was fun because I loved that design and haven't done in ages.
Mm-hmm.
I also outlined a back last week, that dragon and girl.
That's right. Yeah.
So I previously drew up like the Spalding and Rogers. Fuck, it is Spalding and Rogers, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
It is. I hope so. Well, I drew up that one, which is like the geisha and the dragon like going through the background, but she wanted something a bit more specific, so I just redrew something like on the spot, which I'm actually happy with. And then...
Is that your music playing, Jack? Fucks.
Just bringing the party in with you.
Someone's pumping music outside.
Wow, it really is a party
loud.
out there. That's loud. People can't hear this anyway.
No.
And then I've also done a bunch of colour,
Okay.
which I never do.
That's not true. You do colour every week.
Nah, I have not done colour in weeks, but I did like 4 colour tats in the last week.
Okay.
And that was pretty much my week.
Nice. Sounds like a good week.
Yours is going to be 10 times better, but
Well, I put
You know what?
I put the effort in for the listeners, Bella. So
this
I
is
was,
a part of the segment, so you get to come along my
I
boring
was in
life.
bed last night at 10 o'clock writing notes. You were
I was
sleeping.
asleep.
You were sleeping, exactly.
Hey, I'm a pregnant woman. Leave me alone.
Complaining already. Well, so I'm pretty chuffed with the last week, to be honest, because we did the pregnancy announcement and it went exactly as I had planned in my head.
Really?
Yeah. Everything we said on the podcasts, except having the dogs in the photo, came to fruition. It happened.
Fruition.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So
And
you're
I
happy with that?
I was really happy. I thought, the collab post went good. Yeah, it was good. Not that I was expecting any sort of response or anything, but just I was happy that it went seamlessly.
Happy no one commented being like, you guys are going to be shit parents or something?
Well, you'd have to be pretty game to write that, I reckon. But no one did write that. So, yeah, I was happy with that. The podcast simultaneous announcement was good. Mm-hmm. Happy. You
changed the title of the podcast last minute, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Because you were going to call it It's a Boy.
Yeah, but then I thought, does that just give away everything?
Yeah.
So
then I said,
just
don't do that as a title, just change it.
Yep.
So you listened to me for once.
I don't even know if I listened to you. I just did it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Still didn't listen to me.
It's been an interesting week at the shop the last week. So we've had these, lots of stuff's happened, but we've had these young boys and girls down from central Queensland.
And you told them you'd mention them on the podcast.
Yeah, and they've been coming in every day and getting tattooed by everyone.
Well, they didn't get tattooed by me, so there's still today. I think one of them's coming back in.
I'm still struggling with the when people, you're talking to a customer and they say stuff about you that they've obviously heard on the podcast.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
weird.
like, how the fuck do you know this? When
because you're not thinking, we have a podcast.
Everyone's coming in right now. That's why it's a bit
Everyone's
noisy.
bright and early.
Good morning, Charles.
Oh, no, we're a bit late, actually.
Yeah, we were late because you got here, decided to do your setup, blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, mate. I'm in the doghouse.
I've got actually a quick question before I do the recap. How was jiu-jitsu last night, Jack? Come talk on the podcast.
In the mic, mate. Charles and Jack have just walked in, and Charles has been doing a few jiu-jitsu classes, and Jack joined him for the first time last night because we've been peer pressuring him too.
Yeah. How was it? Give us the rundown, Jack, into the mic.
It was definitely a humbling experience.
Yeah.
Pretty much ran through the whole class. It was like just getting choked out every second. And then me and Charles had a roll at the end. Within, I reckon, the first 2 seconds, I was tapping.
Actually? You got him. That's the first time you've ever submitted someone. Fuck, with the guillotine, Charles.
I wish I was there to see it.
Nothing like choking your friends out on a Tuesday night. That's good as. All right, we'll go through it more after. I love that. And have you got the t-shirt on? Oh, I thought that was the t-shirt for the gym. Nah, very nice. Yeah, so we've had these boys and girls down from Queensland, and they've been hanging around the shop, which has been cool, and big fans of the podcast, I think. So if they do listen to this, it's been good having you here at the shop. I did a big back outline of a dragon, which we spoke about. I said I was doing it the day that we...
Yeah, so they liked it.
What?
And we'll remember we said, we hope they like the dragon that you have drawn up because that's all you have prepared.
The customer. I thought you were talking about the other guys.
No,
the customer did like it and fit perfectly to his back just by chance. I just guessed how big he was going to be. So I was really happy with that. Went good. He sat good. We had the dinner with Scott and Bobby and KJ.
KJ's Bobby's partner.
Yep.
For anyone who doesn't know.
So that was good to see Scott. He mistakenly told his wife Jade that it was boys only. So that was
silly.
A bit odd when we rolled in and Jade wasn't there. So that was disappointing. We didn't get to see her. Can you get me an oat chai? Thank you.
Can you get me a coffee? Maybe an iced oat latte, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're the coffee orders we get, by the way.
I change mine quite often, though.
Bella does change her, and I don't drink coffee, so I'm on the chais. Just one a day.
We seem really rude just being like, oh, yeah, can you guys just do this for us?
Yeah, but they were going out to do it, and that's the kind of camaraderie we have at the shop, Bella.
Yeah.
So we had the dinner with Scott. That was good. Good to see his kid, Riot.
Although we had it at a questionable venue.
Yeah, so lots of people listening to this would know the nightclub Revolver. But they have a restaurant there before it becomes like a nightclub.
It's like Thai. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's good food and stuff, but it's a weird atmosphere, I find, because like people are rolling in there to go clubbing, but you're sitting there having like a meal.
Yeah, so we've been there a few times before, but obviously not on a Saturday night, which was Bobby booked it.
That was the mistake.
We need to not ever let Bobby book the venues unless we're going somewhere fancy, because he does fancy places really well, but just generic dinner places, there's always a fuck up.
Nah, he knew it. He admitted it, said mistake, and look, I didn't pipe up either. So
yeah, I didn't care.
It was good though, good to hang out and stuff like that. So yeah, still working on getting them on the podcast, but we'll see. They're playing hard to get.
Yeah.
For everyone asking. I had a very disappointing session at Urban Surf on Sunday morning.
I love how you posted about it on your story too.
Yeah, as if I know. I sort of looked at that afterwards and I was like, that's the kind of thing like a pro surfer would put up, saying like, had a really disappointing event this weekend. Like,
yeah, like after a big
to
thing.
all my supporters.
But it's like
I'll
chose
come
to
back
go
stronger.
there.
And I was just like putting it up like, I was so down on myself about it, Bella.
You came home and you were seriously depressed.
So annoyed.
Maybe that's why our Sunday was a bit shit.
I had an alright Sunday.
It was just a bit boring.
Nah, so I came off 2 really good surfs, one on Wednesday, one on Saturday morning, and then in the ocean, obviously. And then I had booked Urban Surf because I never go, and I'm like, you know what, it's good, consistent waves, practice my technique, turns, all that. And I've got very high standards.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
And
that's not just about surfing, is it?
Reviewed the video, done some analysis on it, and it wasn't as bad as I had in my mind.
You made me watch every wave you caught because the video you got of your surf. And I was like, look, yeah, it's not great.
Bella's ultra critical, but there was, I reckon, two waves I
just
was
want the
happy
best
with out of 10.
for you.
But I set the highest standards, and you know what? It's different surf environment, so...
I did say, to make you feel better, you surf better in the ocean when it's a real wave instead of a mechanical wave, where like it's not salt water, it's like there's so many other people around, there's the time pressure of like the waves are just running after the other.
Bella. I could make a million excuses.
I'm just being nice for the first time.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's okay.
So that was disappointing. Very disappointing. But I'll redeem myself this week in the ocean for all those wanting to know. We have some shop merch coming soon.
Yes,
so,
I've put the order in.
Yes. For everyone asking about shop merch, that'll be coming soon. It'll be available on the website and in store. So keep posted on social media. No, we will keep you posted on social media.
I was going to say that.
About when it's going to be available. Got a few T-shirts, got a few jumpers.
2 tees, 2 jumpers, one's a hoodie, one's a crew neck.
One design from Mickey McLeod and one design from Tegwin Thomas.
2 artists
who work here. So, yeah, really happy with those. So, they'll be coming out soon. So, just keep your eyes peeled for that. And I just wanted to quickly address some backlash over the honesty I expressed about the crime I would commit if there was no punishment.
Do you like how I strategically didn't answer that question because I didn't want to get hated?
Mm-hmm. So, I became aware yesterday that there was a little bit of backlash about how honest I was.
Wait, what? I haven't heard this.
Only from the artists here.
Oh, who gives a fuck then?
That I was openly admit that if you could commit any crime in the world and you wouldn't get in trouble and that crime then could no longer be committed by anyone else forever, I said I would commit a crime that solely benefits myself financially.
I think the honesty was fine though.
And
wouldn't people prefer an honest human than someone lying?
We were having this discussion yesterday. And I was like, look, I could do the ethical thing and commit some sort of crime that then doesn't benefit me but benefits mankind. But I wouldn't be able to get over the fact that I had the opportunity to make a lot of money.
No, my issue is like, for example, if you wanted to like stop all murder or whatever, I would not be able to murder someone. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So then I would have to bloody...
Oh, you're justifying
like medicate
it that
myself
way.
to... Yeah, so I just don't want to commit...
Okay. But anyway, yeah, honest Hal they call me. Well, that's what they were saying yesterday. We're having a big discussion about it. I won't go through it now because it was getting a bit intense.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I just like when people absolutely rinse you and you're like, I just don't care.
No.
This is...
Not anymore,
This was my answer, and if you don't like it...
I've learned not to care anymore, Bella, because you know what? There's always going to be haters.
Haters?
Yep.
Hi haters, bye haters. Was that off like a jumper we saw? Is that...
Yeah, it was this funny, he tats, but I saw it on TikTok. He's like an American tattooer. And he made this T-shirt that said on the front, "Hi haters." On the back, it said, "Bye haters."
I love it.
Yeah, I loved it as well. I was like, fuck, that's funny. But yeah, so we won't be doing that for the merch, but yes.
You never know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll make it one day.
All right, Bella, I've had a few questions. That was the weakest recap I've ever done, by the way.
Good. Now you're up. Now you're down to my level.
I'll fill in there. Lots of fun tattoos. Had a good weekend. Mowed the lawn. Bought a new surfboard.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah, I came back from Urban Surf. I was like, fuck this. I need to get my head in the game properly.
How much was it?
No, I'm not going to say.
No, say.
It was in the discount section, Bella.
That means nothing to me because it's still my money you're spending.
Well, let's just say it was cheaper
price?
than the sauna you were trying to make me buy.
That was for your 30th, and that's just because I want you to stop talking about it.
This is for my 30th as well.
So you're buying 2 surfboards for your 30th?
That's it. That's all I'm getting.
That is not true. You're going to be like, no, I really want a Rolex and buy yourself something like that.
What?
You would.
Nah, I'm off the Rolex.
So how
train.
much was the surfboard?
Not as expensive as it could have been.
How much is it full price?
Full price, $12.99.
And how much did you pay? I can check our internet banking, so you can't hide anything from me.
$7.89.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
That means I get $7.89 to spend on my fun things.
Plus the $6.50 I spent on the other board.
Oh, great. I get $7.89 plus
Let's just call it
$6.50.
$1,500. You can spend.
Oh, guys, what am I going to be buying?
Yeah. I could get you 2 surfboards.
No, thank you.
All right, Bella. Best country you've ever been to?
Fucking hell. Oh, that's really hard.
You've been to a lot, haven't you?
I have. I was very, very fortunate.
You always say that. Stop saying that.
Why?
Just say you travelled heaps.
But I don't like traveling.
Because you say you were very fortunate, you got to travel heaps, but then you always go on to say that you didn't actually want to and your parents made you travel and you don't like traveling. I'm like, just say you've traveled heaps.
I hate airplanes. I hate airports. I like the holiday when I'm there, but I just prefer to be home.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
a homebody. So yeah, I've been to lots of destinations.
Mm-hmm. Best one?
I'm not going to say country, but my favourite destination would either be Hawaii or New Zealand.
Okay.
That I've travelled to.
Both small islands.
Yeah, a little island life girl.
Yeah.
Island girl.
Different climates though.
Yes. So we went to New Zealand in winter and it was snowing, but I just love winter.
Yep.
Surprisingly, I'm not that much of a summer person, but all of the holidays that I went on as a child with my family were all to hot climates. So we would go to Indonesia, Vietnam, Hawaii, places like that because my parents wanted to like sit in the sun and swim it and whatnot.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Hawaii I absolutely love. I've been multiple times and I could go there many more. It's probably one place that I would say I could live there.
Okay.
I don't want to leave Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. We don't live in Melbourne, so.
Well, we live in Victoria, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hal always says to me like, what other place in the world would you live, Bella? Because he went through this phase of wanting to move to New South Wales. And I am not about that. Nothing against New South Wales. I just prefer Victoria. Well, obviously something against New South Wales if I prefer Victoria.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's your answer. I could move to Hawaii, but not long term. I could live there for like maybe 2 years and then I'd want to move back maybe. We're not moving, people.
No, we're not.
I can't send my dog on a plane. She'll have a heart attack.
Favourite place I've been?
You're pretty well travelled.
Yep. I think...
I don't like big cities and neither do you really.
I do like New York though, but I wouldn't like it.
We couldn't live there. We've discussed this.
I wouldn't want to live in an apartment.
I couldn't live with all like just the busyness every day. I'd need to see like the ocean or
the
hills
ocean,
or something.
A bit dirty. I wouldn't go in the water in New York.
No, I definitely wouldn't.
This is a hard one.
And I feel like you've had time to think about this,
Best
mate.
country.
Oh my God.
I know Hawaii is not a country, obviously.
That's why I said not country, because I don't really like America.
I did really like Hawaii because I like surfing.
Have you only been once?
Only the one time?
Yeah.
Yep.
We stayed in North Shore when we went as well.
We stayed Turtle Bay where they were filmed Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, we stayed at that hotel.
That was cool. The only thing I wouldn't like, well, not the only thing. One of the things I wouldn't like is it gets very busy surfing there because everyone goes there to surf.
Yeah.
So that would be like the same as like surfing on the Gold Coast. I reckon it'd be annoying as fuck.
It definitely would be.
Yeah.
And especially because they have so many massive surfing events there. If you ever wanted to go and watch one or something, it's like gridlock because there's only one road on like North Shore.
Nah, so...
But I don't really care for surfing, so that's why I'm fine to live there.
I don't know where my favourite place was. I liked Bali. That was cool. Only been there one time.
Yeah.
Very too touristy for me, like obviously in the main areas.
Although when we went, because my family took you for your 21st birthday to Bali. We stayed in Seminyak, and I think that you would much prefer to go and stay in like Canggu or something where it's a little bit more quiet.
We went to Canggu. I didn't love it. That was cool. Picky. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't have a best country. I've been to a lot of places I would never go back to.
Such as?
No, let's say. I reckon the trip I look back the most fondly on is when I went to Mexico. The rest of that trip afterwards, I didn't enjoy so much because I got sick. But I felt like I could do anything in Mexico. You guys, it was so good, the surfing there.
I went to Mexico as well when I was younger, and I did really love it. But the only negative I have about it is we had a family member pass away when I was there. So every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, that was a sad time. So I need to go back and have a nice time there
but
where no one dies.
It's so far away. That's the hard thing. It's like it's not an easy one to get to.
Yeah, you'd have to do it when you're doing like a big America trip or something and just float on over.
Mm-hmm. So I can't really,
Weird that we both said like a hot destination.
I love New Zealand as well, but it's pretty much the same as Australia.
Yeah, it's very similar. I just liked that you could be somewhere busy with snow because that was fun.
Yeah, true.
But also, I've never been to Tasmania.
Tasmania, it's part of Australia.
Yes.
So we will go there next year, I reckon.
I reckon we will too.
Yeah.
We'll attempt a trip with a child.
Oh, well, that's the next question. Somewhere you haven't been but would love to go.
Oh, I've just pre-answered it.
Yeah.
I am desperate to go to Tassie. We were actually going to go for a honeymoon, our 5-year late honeymoon that we went on.
Oh, we went shooting in New Zealand instead.
Yeah, we did New Zealand instead because we didn't want to go like too far away because we were only going for a few days.
Well, New Zealand's closer than Perth is to Melbourne. So
yeah.
Tassie would love it. There's lots. I'm looking on fucking realestate.com every day.
Hey, don't forget about Domain.
No, I don't use Domain anymore.
Why? You've never liked Domain.
No, I've loved Domain. I used to be a Domain guy. Now I'm a realestate.com.
Oh, got ya.
Because our house that we got.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe me.
It wasn't listed on Domain. It was only listed on realestate.com.
And I found it saying, oh, look at this one.
I tattooed one time a guy who works at realestate.com in the apps department.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, I love looking at property online. And he was like, oh, what do you think of realestate.com? And I said, I'll be honest. It gets more listings because everything gets listed on realestate.com, but not everything gets listed on Domain. But the app of Domain is 1,000 times better than realestate.com.
Yeah, the other one's a bit clunky.
Yeah, so that's why I used to be a Domain guy because the app's easier to use.
I hate how you say domain.
Well, how do you say it?
Domain. You say like
how do you pronounce O's?
Differently
do you
depending
pronounce
on the word.
it or O?
It's different depending on the word.
Exactly. Domain.
It's not domain. You say
it
like
is.
domain.
So is it a silent O then? Domain.
I don't fucking know, but the way you say it annoys me.
Oh, okay.
I've said this to you multiple times.
I know.
I always pick you up on it.
The other person who makes fun of me the way I say O's was Ben Lehner. Mm-hmm. Ben X Lehner. When I used to talk about the Holden Malu.
Oh my God.
Which is like a high-powered ute.
The ultimate bogan car, I say.
I always wanted one when I was a kid.
I'm so glad you didn't get one.
I used to go on Holden Special Vehicles website and like custom make them.
You also used to do that with your Nikes. You used to like go on there and customize some Nike Frees and stuff.
Different price range.
Very true.
The Maloo. But and Ben used to always go, the Malu. I think it was, because I used to say it weird.
Yeah.
I believe it means thunder in the indigenous language. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I only speak whatever.
I love them though. Classic English, Australian car.
Broken English.
Classic Aussie car. Anyway, back to it. Always looking at property in Tasmania because One, we don't mind, Bella and I, a bit of a colder climate. And on the East Coast, which I believe I've read a lot of things, is good surf there. And you can get, within, say, 2 hours of Hobart, fucking massive properties for good price.
Yeah, because as we've spoken about many times before, we would love a little like hobby farm or just like land that we can run around and have a little motorbike with the dogs and do whatever. And we think that doing that in Tassie would be fucking sick.
It would be cool.
Maybe later in life.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day, Bella. I think...
What do you think?
Well, you're just never going to do it, so there's no point even talking about it.
That's not true.
You're the one who says you would love it and all of that, and then you're like, oh, but I wouldn't want to be not close to my parents.
I'm
like,
really close to my family. Sick. I like seeing them. So we just have to get them to move too.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
You never know that.
No. So, yes, we would love to go to Hawaii. Somewhere else in the world that you haven't been, you would like to go?
I would really like to go to the Maldives.
Okay.
And Canada.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Very
I was going to
different.
say Alaska.
Oh, that would be fucking sick.
Which is a similar climate to some parts of Canada, I believe.
Yep.
I was looking on the map yesterday because we were trying to work out where Dagestan was.
Where was it again?
It's a republic of Russia.
Okay.
So it's like southern Russia it's near Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
That. Sure.
Well, so I don't know if it's actually like if you say they're Russian or they're from Dagestan. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a republic of Russia. So
if anyone knows, they can correct us.
Yeah, we were just looking on the map yesterday and then I was looking where all the countries were and stuff like that.
We need like a globe in here.
Yeah.
You would like that.
Well, a lot of UFC fighters are from Dagestan. That's why they were talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Where would I like to go?
You just said Alaska.
Well, I had the opportunity to go to Russia a few years ago.
Why? For cycling?
Well, we were in China, mainland China, and it was only like a short flight. Not short, but like substantially shorter than coming from Australia.
You'd assume.
Yeah, to go to Russia. And we were like, fuck, we could go there and then just go home. But we decided not to because the flight to come back was like fucked.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
See,
I
my
don't know if
issue
it would be
with a lot of
good
the
or not,
destinations is I hate flying.
Yeah.
And I hate airports. So I just, even as amazing as the trip would be, I just can't wrap my head around sitting on a plane or sitting in the airport for that long.
Well, I would say we should actually go more places in Australia.
I do agree with that. And we've said that before. Hence why we went to Byron the other week because Hal had never been.
Yeah.
But I would like to go to like much quieter places in Australia.
Well,
not as touristy.
I'd like to go back to like the Northern Territory, remote communities.
Yeah,
and
I've
stuff.
never been.
You've
I
never
would
been.
love to go.
It's very good. I got the opportunity about 11 years ago, 12 years ago.
Yeah, it was straight after school.
To go to like a remote Indigenous community in the Northern Territory and then in the Tiwi Islands, which is just north of Australia. Like it's not attached to mainland Australia, but it's still part of Australia, I think, technically. And that was actually it was crazy. It's like another world up there.
It was a very exciting experience.
It was cool, very cool. So if anyone has the opportunity to go and do that, I would definitely recommend it.
I've got so many customers that are spending like the footy season or whatever, or a few months going up to the Northern Territory to go to work.
Yeah.
And they just said like it is just incredible experience.
Yeah. Definitely cool.
I'll struggle with the heat, but I can handle that for a few days.
Very hot. Favorite band / genre?
Hal.
What?
Don't do this to me.
Why?
You know how musically stupid I am.
Did we answer last week? I couldn't remember it. Someone asked favorite hardcore band from Australia.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I couldn't think of one because I don't really listen to hardcore. I just listen to whatever you put on. And then I said, I really like Creed as a general statement.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And people were giving me shit.
I couldn't remember if we brushed on that question.
Yeah, we did.
But what's your favorite band? What's your favorite genre of music?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come on, you listen to music all the time.
I do. And do you know what? My throat is a bit sore because we drove in separately this morning. I spent my whole drive singing to myself.
After you drove past me on the freeway and looked at me and were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You were changing lanes like 1,000 times.
And then proceeded to go slower than me.
No, you were changing lanes 1,000 times. It was driving me mad.
I'm a courteous driver, Bella.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm a
You're
right.
like driving
no,
Miss Daisy.
I'm a right lane driver, which is the fast lane in Australia. But if someone's behind me and they're there consistently, I'm going in the left lane to let them pass.
Yeah, but you were the person behind me. You were the person behind me. I don't give a fuck if you're annoyed at me.
No, there was a car right behind you and you just trundled along like you just had...
I was going 108 in an 100 zone. All right, well, I don't really care.
Anyway, favourite band and genre?
I like stuff that I listened to when I was younger. I still listen to like fucking Blink-182 and all that stuff.
Yeah. Is it Blink-182 or 182?
I don't know.
I've never known.
Neither. I don't want to know.
We're actually seeing them next year.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
That was my birthday present for last year. You got me tickets.
Yep, only a 2-year wait to get to see it.
So I can't pick a favourite, but I like all that stuff. And I actually am very into country.
Are you?
Yep.
Can you name any country singers?
No.
Okay. You do know the words to a lot of the songs, granted, but yeah.
I don't know who sings it or what the song's called, but if it comes on, I can sing you the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Sing that one. Oh, fuck, I can't remember the words.
You thinking of Martha Lights?
No.
That's a good one.
There you know a song.
That's one name.
Yeah. The thing that annoys me about country, because I really like country as well, American country, that is.
Yes.
Aussie country is a little bit different. I do like some of it, but there's not as much of it out there.
Yep.
The thing, though, that annoys me about the country genre is there's some songs within it that I really, really like, but it's a certain type. It's a bit faster.
Yes.
But when you go on
it's a bit more like upbeat.
When you go on the country playlists, it's like you get even if you go
get the worst shit
on Spotify, and I pick the song that I really like, and I go to that song's radio station.
Yep.
There's fuck all songs that are the same as that.
Yep.
Which I don't know how to. I don't know where to look to find like songs that are similar to what I like.
No, neither do I. And I'm literally in Spotify right now in our liked songs, trying to find one of the names of the guys. Oh, we both like Heavy Eyes by Zach Bryan.
I think everyone likes Zach Bryan, Bella.
I don't know who he is, so.
He's popular.
Well, good on you, Zach, because it's a nice song. What else is it? Yeah, Martha Lights is in there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, there was one that I was listening to this morning. It's so sad, but it's so nice. It's called Kyle's Song by Colton Moore and the Clever Few.
Teggy loves Colton Moore.
That's such a lovely song, but so sad.
They've got a good song called
And Peace in the Pines.
Peace in the Pines.
That's a sick one.
That I first heard on Yellowstone.
Yeah, I love Yellowstone.
Of course you do.
If anyone knows when they're restarting the mid-season break again, please tell me because I'm about to lose
I'm sure you could look
the
it
fucking
up.
plot. I've Googled it so many times.
Oh, really?
I've gone on their Instagrams. I've gone on like every actor's Instagrams. Oh, mate, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
I need it back.
I think we're just like part of the trend of people who have gotten on like loving Montana because of Yellowstone and then like liking...
I've always loved Kevin Costner. Always. He's the most gorgeous thing in the world.
Yeah.
And I'll just, whatever he does, I'll like it.
I would say, well, my favorite band is Lamb of God. Lamb of God. Favorite song, Laid to Rest.
Yeah, you got that tattooed on your head, didn't you?
Yep. I come from like a metal
You're fucking
background.
cool, man. Sick.
No, people don't think that's cool. Because everyone here is into like hardcore.
Yeah.
Like proper hardcore music. But I only got into hardcore through like metal. So my heart's always in the metal. So I'll read you
my heart is always in
my
the metal.
most recent liked songs on Spotify. So Bleed by Meshuggah.
My sugar.
There's a big variety here.
We listen to a wide variety of music.
Yeah.
Though. Like we spend a lot of time in the car.
Whatever it is, Zach Brown Band. Hard Travelin' by Watch House.
What's
you
that
wouldn't
one?
know these songs. Dead Celebrity by Frenzel Rom. Knuckleheads by Frenzel Rom. Hustlin' by Rick Ross. You and My Guitar by...
Sorry, can I just interrupt here? Hal's Alarm in the Mornings is actually the Hustlin' song by Rick Ross. So
Yeah.
every single day we wake up to, and it's very loud. There's no like slight.
It just comes straight in
it's
full
like,
volume.
Every day I'm hustling, and it's right in your fucking ear, 6 a.m.
Yeah, and then cool, I'm up to hustle.
And then we're up.
You and My Guitar by John Williamson, which is like Aussie country guitar, like solo guitar music, I believe. I also think he wrote Was Only 19. I was only 19.
Oh.
That classic Aussie song tells a story about the kid who has to go to the Vietnam War, I believe.
Great
then
song.
got 2 songs by Teenage Bottle Rocket.
Are you going to take us through your entire list?
No, I'm just giving how, and then I've got
A bit of a vibe.
Rise Up by Testament, Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker, Take Me Back Acoustic by John Stevens,
Well, mine is all
and then we get into Aussie stuff.
Mine's like a mixture. I've got like, obviously, AC/DC. I got Nancy Sinatra. I got Hatebreed, Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach, Dire Straits, Teenage Bottle Rock, Rancid.
Rocket.
Fucking whatever. Cold Chisel, Jimmy Barnes, all that stuff. Got some Chris Isaac.
Okay.
Got some Green Day, Tupac, Wu-Tang Clan.
You got Wu-Tang in there.
Yeah.
That's not really you.
No, it's not.
If anyone's wanting like classic Aussie, we listen to heaps of Aussie rock in the shop. Like every day, Great Southern Land's coming on, Working Class Man.
I also got the Kid Laroi and Machine Gun Kelly. Can't forget about them.
I like Machine Gun Kelly. Everyone hates on him. I don't know why.
Got some Lamb. Powderfinger.
That's like more, it's not new age, but it's like
not.
That's more modern Aussie
And it
rock.
was definitely you that's added Eminem in here because
100%.
I'm not the biggest fan.
I got
like
Eminem
it.
in mine here. Anyway, we got separate Spotifys, me and Bella.
Well, only as of recently. You left me.
Yeah, because you kept adding all this shit to my liked music that I didn't like.
Oh, it's good. You've added fucking Will Sparks to mine.
I like Will. Everyone
Yeah, but I don't listen to it.
makes fun of me for liking Will Sparks. I'm like,
how good's this? I've got all-time low.
I don't have any knowledge of like electronic music.
No, neither do I. I'm just going to give a shout out to your dad because he's in here too. His band, Runners and the Young.
Yeah.
I reckon everyone
He's
should
on
go
mine
listen
as well.
to some of their music on Spotify. We're actually going to his gig in a few weeks. Did I tell you?
Yeah, I saw the messages. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to make it into the gig.
I'll be able to make it.
Yeah, but we're having the dinner after.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad plays in like a band and they're on Spotify. So
Very talented.
Runners in the Young. Some of his band members currently are like his band members from when he was like young, real young.
And he does vocals for some of them.
Yep.
And what else does he play?
Guitar and drum. Used to play drums in the band, but plays guitar now.
Yeah. James, I'll hit you up with the invoice.
Oh, well, how crazy is this transition? The next question was, what's on repeat on Spotify?
Oh my God. Mate, we need to go buy a Tats Lotto ticket this morning or something.
I know. Almost like we've read these notes and we now...
I have not read them.
But I didn't even know that was the next question. Because
I didn't read the notes for the...
People were asking this stuff and I was writing them down last night.
I've come in blind this morning about what we're talking about.
Oh, you didn't look it up?
No, I didn't have time. I just lied to you and said I did.
A few more criticisms on the podcast.
Yeah.
The main one is like the episodes aren't long enough. And I don't know. They do vary in time.
They go between like 40 minutes to just over an hour.
Yeah. The only thing about the not long enough is because we film them we record them in the mornings. Like the guys who have got to work already, but they don't feel like they're not in here because
they feel awkward
we're talking.
sitting around while we're talking. So they just walk around down the street and get food.
That's why we like wrap it up early-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I've also...
Because this is their workplace too and we're just like taking it over.
This always confuses me because I'm looking at this screenshot of all the questions and it says 8:36.
Yeah, you need to
And I'm looking at it going, fuck, it is so early.
Just crop the fucking photos when you do it.
No, but it's actually 9:34. So we will have to wrap it up soon because...
All right, we'll keep going.
I know.
Use our time wisely, mate.
I get distracted. I can't remember if we said this, but there's a lot. Yeah, so anyway, people saying episodes need to be longer, but understand we're under time pressure here.
Yeah. We also did get someone saying that he was sick of us talking about apprentices.
No, we said that last week.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. So
That's
don't bring it up.
Oh, sorry.
Don't bring it up.
I take that back.
Yep. Weirdest experience on Carlisle Street.
Weirdest?
Yeah. Oh, I think you said in one of the previous episodes, a guy who took a shit up against the window.
Nah, he tried to take a shit. It didn't actually come out. He was obviously very constipated. So I could just see his pooper pulsing.
A lot of street people around Carlisle Street in St Kilda. So every day, like...
You just see fucked shit every day.
Seeing something.
Um,
And I can't work it out, all right? So I never, like, there is an unbelievable amount of shit on the street, on the footpath.
like human feces.
But
and
I don't
dog
know if
feces.
it's dog shit or humans.
I think it's a mixture.
It's fucking outrageous.
Because there's like a lot of the people on and around Carlisle Street are drug users. Which
Whoa.
They are. You can tell. You can see them selling it and buying it.
A lot of them. It's like almost 90% of people on Carlisle Street are drug users.
Well, yeah,
Bella.
we see some shit anyway.
Yeah.
And
St Kilda's one of those areas.
yeah, which whatever. I think the sad part is there's been multiple times where I've seen them need to go to the bathroom and they just like soil themselves, or like they're sitting on like the bench down the street, just like the local bench on the side of the road, and they'll just like sit there pissing themselves. And it breaks my heart, but I'm also in two minds about it because the police station is just there. Surely like the local,
I don't know, they seem not to.
they don't care.
Yeah.
And like I've
Maybe they do
legitimately
care, but
walked past a person selling drugs and the police is sitting there and they've seen it and they just do not do anything about it.
not selling them to me, Bella.
Not selling them to me either.
No. Hey, Bella, what's your favourite childhood memory?
Oh, fuck. That's a really good one.
These are like deep questions
I know.
that people have been asking. They really want to get to know you.
I've got like so many, but one thing, this will make you
Mate,
laugh.
can I just say quickly, these boys need to learn how to open the door because they locked it. They come back. I can hear them jiggling on the handle.
I think we need some WD-40 in there because my keys get
I
fucked.
never have an issue unlocking it.
All right, I'm going to lock you out and see how long it takes you to get back in.
That was a long coffee run.
Hal, how about thank you very much for getting them for us?
Well, I went to the first place, taste test, I said,
Yeah, thank you, Charles.
This isn't what the
I don't know
big
if you
Hal
heard
Hunter
what Charles
wants.
said, but he went and said he taste tested the first place and said, nah, not good enough quality.
Yeah.
Why is your hand bleeding?
Street fight. Your cat bit you didn't eat.
Yeah.
What was it? Favorite childhood memory?
Yeah.
I remember one year for Christmas. It was the same year that my sister got her first phone.
Okay.
So she got like that old Nokia
Your sister
brick.
was like the woman about town, wasn't she, when she was younger?
She was
Popular.
the big mamu.
Yeah.
And I was like the nerdy little sister that just followed her around. No, I wasn't even nerdy. I was just like annoying.
Yep.
Still am. But now I'm the
No,
cooler
you
one.
said you were a really easy child.
Yeah, but I just wanted to have friends to hang out with me.
Yeah, of course you did.
Fucking leave me alone.
Come on.
Yeah, so she got that like old Nokia phone,
Yep.
and it was one where you could
The brick?
yeah.
Or was it a flip phone?
No, it was a brick, and it was one where you could add in your own like you could draw on paper and put that in the case, so that would be like the back of the
Okay.
phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to explain that any better.
Yeah.
Like it had like the plastic cover on it.
Okay.
And she got me for Christmas a pair of Etnies,
Wow.
those skate shoes.
Yep.
And they were white with like blue shit on it. They were the best thing ever. I loved them. And then mum and dad also got me a painting easel.
Yep.
Christmases were big in my house. Like you would walk out and it was like
Yes,
Santa
they were
had
big.
diary everywhere. Like
Yeah.
it
Your
was-
family's a big celebration
it was a present
family.
explosion.
Big celebration family.
Yeah.
Absolute opposite to mine.
So I had like this massive painting easel, which was the best thing ever.
Yep.
And then I also got, what was the other thing that I got? I also got a microphone and stand. So I like sung to everyone. And I made everyone sit at like the Christmas table for lunch while I serenaded.
Okay. Okay.
That was a wonderful Christmas.
So that's your memory. That's
just one I can think of right now.
not your favourite, but one of them.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
another favourite is down at our beach house, we had like a strawberry bush
Yep.
and we had like cherry tomatoes and there was like a cubby house behind it, and we used to always make lemonade and stuff like that, which was probably poison
Yeah.
for all of the parents when all of like our friends would come over and do like dance concerts and stuff for them on like the swings and all of that. And that was the best time ever. We had like a
Okay.
little sand pit.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. My one of my earliest memories is I could be. I was very young, but I could be remembering it wrong. But I remember. So we used to live in Carlton when I was really young.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much across the road from Princes Park. Mm-hmm. My parents were having people over for dinner, and I don't know who it was. And my dad was piggybacking me, and I fell off and broke my leg.
That's a favorite memory.
Oh, I wouldn't say favorite. It's just a memory. It's just like I don't have any other memories about that time of my life. And I don't remember hurting or anything, but I just remember that. And then when I was at kindergarten, because I had a cast on my leg, they had a little, like a 4-wheel wheelbarrow that they would drag me around in.
That is so good.
Yeah.
I hope your parents have a photo of that.
There's photos of it. A little red one.
Mel and James, can you please find photos? That is so cute.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember when...
And you were a pretty big kid. You looked way older than you were.
No, I'm talking young. I was really young.
Well, yeah, if you're in kindergarten.
Yeah.
But you were still bigger than everyone
And I
else.
remember a kid I was friends with when I was way younger, Remy. So the kindergarten I went to, which was in Carlton as well, called Lady Gowrie. It was like had really big outdoor areas, and we used to just go and dig holes and stuff. And he was using a shovel. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to use metal shovels anymore, but at the time we had metal shovels.
Yeah, we got the good shit.
And he was using a shovel like an axe, so on its side to like, the dirt was hard.
Yeah.
And I was standing behind him, and he smashed me in the top of the head when he lifted it back over, and it split my head. I remember that.
You've got so many scars on your head, I wouldn't know which one's which.
Yep, that's true.
Did you ever get like chickens or anything like that at kinder? Because we had chickens.
I
think we had a turtle at one point.
There was like chickens, and then there was like not a hamster, a guinea pig that you could like take home and stuff.
It was the best. We weren't allowed to take the chickens home because they were too young, but we had them as eggs.
Onion grass, and it got really sick.
Onion grass?
You know the grass that is like, it's called onion grass? We have it at home. Some of it's at home.
I've never heard of
It's
that.
the shit that the dogs eat.
Onion grass.
Look it up. Yeah.
I've never ever heard of this. What is it?
Smells like no, it smells like onions.
Onion grass. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what the dogs eat to make them vomit?
I think so.
Onion grass.
That's why they smell around to like
herb with distinctive growth behavior. It looks like grass.
Yeah.
Can rapidly spread on farmland.
It used to be on the road on the side of the road across from where we lived, and it was like the longest grass, so I gave it to this guinea pig.
Yeah, it's more like a weed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How'd you not know that? I thought you were into horticulture.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised you knew it and I didn't.
Yeah. That wouldn't be, obviously none of them are my favourite memories.
No. It's really weird how you remember the times where you like got hurt when you were a kid, but you don't remember them in like a bad way.
No.
Like I was swimming in the pool with my sister when we were younger, and we had like those sharp tiled steps, and I was underneath the water and she wanted to jump in, but obviously I was under there and I couldn't hear her. And she was sick of screaming out to me. So she just jumped and smashed my chin open on the step. And I remember I like jumped out of the pool because it hurt. And she was like, oh, show me. And I lifted my head up and my chin just split open. Revolting. So I had to go and get stitches. But that was fun because it was exciting. That's the like worst I've ever hurt myself, I think.
It is weird how you remember stuff. Like I always have these just like times that I think about. I'm like, and I'm just like thinking at work, I'm like, why am I thinking about this?
I do that all the time.
The one I think about all the time is, so when I was younger, I was probably like 13. And
you were thinking about the time we met, yeah, obviously.
No. So I had two friends stay over, Brock and Massa, and we snuck out of my house and we went all the way to the Macca's, which is in Clifton Hill. I think it's like the first Macca's ever in Melbourne. It's in this really old building.
Yeah.
And I don't really even like Macca's.
I think the building's like heritage listed now or something.
So we went there, and anyway, we were getting our food, and this guy, it was like in the middle of the night, and this guy was yelling at us, and we were like obviously a bit scared of it. And then this other guy came up to us and he was like, oh, is this guy yelling at you? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, don't worry. And he just went and fucking smashed him. And we were like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is so weird. So he just fully bashed this guy out the front of Macca's because he was yelling at us. And then anyway, we ran home, but we were waiting
Did you get Macca's?
I can't even remember if we got it. I don't remember eating it or anything, but we ran back to St. George's Road and we were waiting at the tram, and I got a text from my mum going, "Where the fuck are you?" Anyway, she cracked it and everything, and she was not happy about it. But I always think about that. And the other one was, and I'm going to throw you and your friends under the bus here, when one of your friends was having a house party in Middle Park. And I bought all of my friends from footy. So it was Brock, Massa, Dylan, Gabe.
Oh, I wasn't even there.
All of that. I don't know if you were there or not.
I was in Bali on a holiday.
And the house got smashed up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, granted, you know, we smashed some wine bottles and stuff like that. But it was mostly...
Mind you, he was like a bit of a wine collector too.
It was mostly your friends and stuff who were like fucking his house.
Hey, I wasn't there. I can't take responsibility.
Anyway, all your friends blamed it on me and my friends.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Why wouldn't they? The bad boy
The dad ended up calling me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it got sorted out because...
Mind you, I was like very good childhood friends. Like my parents went to school together.
Yeah. And I was like,
people.
fuck this. I was like, no, it was the girls, man.
Yeah, so I wasn't even there, and Dad got the phone call being like, "Was your daughter involved?" Dad's like, "I'm in fucking Indonesia, mate."
I threw you all under the bus. I said, fuck that. Anyway, he didn't believe me, but then... I won't say any names or whatever, but...
Same.
It turned out that he actually owed money to the grandfather of one of my friends, and I never heard anything more about it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Such a weird story, but I think about that all the time, how I got dudded by you and your friends.
Probably many times you did. Yeah.
But yeah, it was, I don't know, I've got lots of memories. Obviously, remember lots of shit. Fuck. I don't know how to end this bit about the memories.
Well, I don't know either, because I'm not sure what the next topic is.
The next ones are like, this is where I get confused. The next ones are like not questions. They're just people saying stuff. So then I'm like reading them. I'm like, oh, I can't say that, or, you know, whatever.
Just say it.
Well, no, because a lot of them I've read out.
Oh.
And because they're all in this like...
Is this because you're unorganised for this episode?
No, I was organised, but there's like 12 questions on each of these screenshots. So I've got to like breeze across them.
Oh.
This is riveting listening for people.
Yeah, bad episode by us.
But no, that's pretty much all the questions I wanted to cover. I'll have to read more properly and then we can go next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite quote someone asked?
No.
Oh, okay.
What, like live, laugh, love?
That's a good one.
Dream, believe, achieve.
Yeah. Be the best version of yourself, Bella.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Do that. No, I don't like quotes.
Why not?
I think they're a bit lame.
My Instagram reels is pretty much all quotes.
What?
People saying them.
Oh my God, I thought you were saying like you're making Instagram reels of...
I might start doing that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. If you want it,
Why?
you
What
can
are they
achieve
saying
it.
in yours? I definitely don't get...
I don't know what I've liked on my Instagram, but it's all videos of like people fighting or gym motivation stuff.
Yours is very like buff masculine
It's
men.
macho, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah. There was that one...
But then every now and then, because I have sent you so many dog videos, there's like puppy videos that you get.
Yeah, mine are always the sad ones though. That's why I put that thing up on my Instagram the other week about the dog shelters.
Yeah.
But no, there was that few
Also,
days
if anyone
where...
did go to that, can they please tell us? Because I want to see the dogs.
Because Mickey didn't buy a fucking dog yet, did ya?
Yeah, Mickey, you shit cunt. When are you going to get the
You
dog?
claim to care about animals, but they're sitting there fucking dying, man. You're not doing anything.
And I'm sorry, we need to have a stab at Jack too, because Jack has been saying for weeks, actually, I'm going to correct myself, months, that he's going to adopt a kitten, and that still hasn't happened either. What's going on, guys?
Silence in the back room. Silence in the back room.
No, you're not too busy working. Take the day off and go adopt an animal, you asshole.
I wouldn't be happy with that.
I would be happy with that. Hell,
he may as well have killed those dogs
it's one
himself,
day
Mickey.
for an animal to go to a home that's going to love it forever.
Is there a common myth about you, Bella?
Are you thinking of one right now?
No, these are just some questions that people write, and I'm like...
Myth about me.
Yeah. Well, there was one that we were brother and sister, but I think the whole pregnancy thing's cleared that up.
We still could be brother and
I
sister.
actually thought about writing the caption being like, first brother and sister tattoo duo to have a child
That's disgusting,
together.
Hal. When we went to one of the OB appointments, like they asked us as a legitimate question, but they obviously have to legally, I think. They said, is there any way that you guys could be related? Because that can cause way more deformities in the fetus.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? You actually have to ask that?
I think they do have to ask that,
Yeah,
Bella.
gross.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's illegal, but yeah, you're not allowed to. There's like a certain amount of separation you need.
Yeah, before the child
Yeah.
has a way lower chance of any issues.
You can think about the myths. There's lots
No,
of
you
myths
think of
about.
some.
There's lots about me.
Yeah, what are they then?
Well,
I'm not as loved as you are, so
That's not true.
which is really
that is
I'm
not true.
thankful
So
for
the
that.
first myth is that I earned a lot of money playing football.
You earn fucking donuts.
Even Charles thought this. I remember having a conversation with you where you thought I was earning fucking heaps of money.
Are you going to clarify and tell us how much you earned?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
$48,000 a year I was earning.
And how many years were you there?
So it was about $2,050 a month I'd get into my bank account, and I would spend almost no money.
Yeah. What did you say, Charles? No, it ain't that much. You can't buy a Rolex with that.
I was there for 2 years.
Yep.
And I remember there was this 1 month, because I got paid monthly, so when I first got to the club, everyone was using these breathing apparatus after training, and it was like train your lungs. But they'd already got them before I got there. So I didn't get one, and it wasn't part of my program, so I never had one. And
Are you going to say that they had to buy it was like $5,000 each?
No, it was like a few months later, they got charged for them, and they just charged everyone on the list. So I got $2,000 taken out of my paycheck. So I only got like $50. And
Wow.
it took ages for I was like, I never
reconcile
bought
it.
one. And
Did
then,
you fix it up? Did you get
yeah, I got the money back,
Yeah.
but then I had to wait. It was in my next pay cycle, so I had to wait for the
imagine
next
if
month.
you were living out of home. Lucky you were still
Yeah.
at home with your parents.
I was so cut up about it.
I would be too.
I was panicking as well, because I think for a lot of the guys there, they do earn good money. So like $2,000.
Yeah, you
It's
were
a bit,
you
but-
were the very bottom of the food chain. I shouldn't have laughed when I said that,
Yeah.
but
And I'm not saying like I should have got paid more. I was happy with the 48.
God,
I didn't even care about the money. I'm just saying
you
like
just wanted the opportunity.
the myth that I got paid a lot of money is not true.
Yeah. Well, in my last job before I tattooed, I was on $39,000 a year.
Yeah, well, you chose to do the job.
I did choose to do the job.
Yeah.
Stupidly. Should have chose something better.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm here.
The other myths are that my dad owns all the shops.
Oh, no, I like that one. I wish you didn't clarify that.
yeah.
Because that's a funny one.
We call him the boss man when he comes in now.
Yeah.
So that is also not true.
Who owns them? It's your mum, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one. They're probably the main ones. You always hear weird shit about people saying shit about you.
I don't hear any shit about me.
Maybe I just make it up in my mind.
Maybe. Have you ever heard anything weird about me?
Nah.
Yeah.
Not really. Which is good.
Hey, if you've heard anything weird, tell me. I want to hear it. I think they're funny.
Yeah, or maybe start spreading myths.
Maybe I'll put some fucking rumors
Yeah.
out there.
I think doing the podcast clarifies a lot of stuff because people get
I
to
reckon
hear you
we make a
talk
myth
and-
being like it's not your child or something.
Well, I've never said it was. I found it hard to believe considering we've never slept together. So
Yeah. We sleep in separate rooms,
yeah.
so it's a bit
Are
hard
you doing
to.
my setup, Jack? Thank you.
No, he's not.
No. Oh, he just came over here. I was like, oh. Anyway, it's been an hour, Bella, so we should get to work.
My setup's done. I'm ready, mate.
Yeah, well, mine's not, so I need to get ready. Thank you for listening again. Hopefully this was interesting for you. We'll come back with something next week. We've got more people coming on soon, so don't think it's just going to be us
Forever.
every week. And yeah, if you can rate the podcast, send it to some
Like,
people
follow,
to listen.
subscribe, give us some feedback.
Yep.
Come get tattooed at the shop.
Definitely.
We've got availability pretty much any week. You want it? We'll make it
Well,
happen
not
with
you.
someone.
You
No, not
don't.
me.
The
Not-
shop.
And not you.
There's always availability at the shop, so
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
Come hang out.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
This episode is brought to you by Carlisle Tattoo Co. 178 Carlisle Street, St Kilda, Melbourne, Australia.